Hey everybody, welcome to this week's free group training. Come and say hello. So this is all about how you can up level, skyrocket, boost your Facebook group engagement, and these tips that I'm going to be sharing will also help for your pages and your profiles too. So set aside a little bit of time. I'm going to be sharing some juicy tips for you and some of the things that many people forget. Some of the really important foundations of how we grow and how we nurture relationships and call in more clients. So come and say hello. Let me know who's streaming live. So I've got my laptop here. I'm just going to tag everybody. I can see some people coming in, and what else was I going to say? And I've got something epic to share with you at the end, which will really help you on this journey. So hang fire to the end. Let me just tag so nobody misses out, so you all know where we are, who's watching live, who's watching on replay. So if you haven't met me before, I'm Mimi, and I'm going to be sharing lots and more stuff in this group, which I'm really excited. Hey Linda, how are you? Right, let me just move my laptop. Let me just move things around. I'm kind of trying to balance my I'm going to unplug there. Excuse me, technical moving. All right, that's better. That's better. Everyone. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to be sharing seven juicy nuggets of knowledge on how to boost your engagement, and I'm hoping that you're going to get some huge light bulb moments for this. Some things might be things you've already know, but there might be stuff that you know and you're still not implementing, and you might have some blocks there and some resistance. So this is a very open group. Please write down anything that comes to mind in the comments if you want me to answer them, or get yourself a notepad and pen, and you can always watch this on replay as well, and just try and take in as much as possible, so then you can implement these techniques and get all the results. Okay, let me pull up my notes so I don't miss anything, and I'm going to be going back and forth checking who's commenting. So Facebook groups. Do you have a Facebook group, first of all? Let me know below, yes or no. And if you want to, tag your Facebook group below. We can all support each other. I can come and check it out and give any tips and advice. So if you want to put that in, please feel very free. This is an open post to put your Facebook groups below. So what are your struggles in your Facebook group? I am guessing, because I'm hearing a lot of it everywhere, engagement's gone a little bit flat. I'm going to go into some of the reasons why it's gone a little bit flat, and how I don't really want you to dwell on the lack mentality of the flatness. I want us to put in our energy into the growth and the abundance and the nurturing and all of the good stuff, rather than focusing on that. We can all make shifts. Shifts are very easy to do once you get out of the lack mentality. So from today, from now on forth, we're not going to complain about low engagement. We're going to talk about how we can boost engagement. So I'm guessing that you have a Facebook group. Why do you have a Facebook group? So firstly, defining what is the purpose of your Facebook group. Why did you create a group? Now I'm guessing it's to share your services, your offers, to build a community, to support each other, to create a safe space where people can come together. So first, it's really important to define your why. Why did you create a Facebook group? Because you will have a Facebook profile and possibly have a Facebook page, and then there's Facebook groups also. So a Facebook group is like the excitement, the behind the scenes. The Facebook group is the community. The Facebook group is about the community and not so much about you. It's a place and a space for everybody. So just write that one down. Your Facebook group is a community space about everybody in the group. And most groups are private. So you're going to get more people who are interested in whatever your group's purpose is, whatever your group's values are, whatever your group's mission is, are coming into your group because something within that resonated with them. So get clear on what is your intention of your Facebook group. And you might want to write that one down. So that's number one, defining the purpose and setting a clear intention of your Facebook group. So my Facebook group is to create a safe and open community to support and empower each other. We're in this together. It's the place to come together and to support, empower, and inspire. And also a space where we can be open, we can be vulnerable. So that is my intention of a Facebook group. It's behind the scenes, it's not public, it's not my page, it's not my shop front, it's a safe space, it's a community where we come together to delve a little bit deeper into this as a community. So get clear on what is the intention of your Facebook group. I'm just seeing if anybody's wrote anything. Morning, everybody. Okay. Number 2. You may have heard this before. You may disagree. And I am talking about Facebook groups here. Size, it doesn't matter about size. Size is irrelevant. It's quality over quantity. So remember that. It's quality over quantity. So we're not looking at how big is your Facebook group. You could have 100,000 members in your Facebook group and you could still have minimal engagement. And you might want to go and have a little peek around at some very big groups and you'll find that is the case. So it really is irrelevant about the size of your group. I have a group with 11,000 members in there, and then I created this group because I really wanted to bring quality over quantity. So I know that most of you in this group are here because of my intention and the purpose of this group to come together, inspire and empower each other on this journey with our heart-led businesses. So it's not about the numbers. So are you looking at the numbers in your engagement compared to the numbers of people in your group? Is this something that you're really focusing on? Because when we get down to the nitty-gritty, it's really about the quality of the engagement that you are having with the people that matter. I could have 100 people in my group and I could have a sustainable business as long as I am having quality, deep, meaningful conversations with everybody in there. I wouldn't need to grow my group. There is something that I've read recently and it's about you only need 1,000 people. 1,000 people and you could deliver your business for a lifetime. So it really is the quality of the conversations. So that's number 2. Quality over quantity. Stop stressing about the size of your group. Stop comparing yourself to the size of other people's groups. It's irrelevant, the size of your group. It's the quality of what you're delivering and who you're delivering to and the way that you are delivering whatever you're putting in there. So number 1 was defining your group's purpose, and number 2 was quality over quantity. We're dropping all the lack, you see. We're dropping that lack mentality. We're going to be focusing on growth. This is what I'm all about. Number 3, is anybody commenting anything? Good morning. Number 3, asking open-ended questions. So when you spark a conversation, or when somebody else's sparks a conversation in a group, let's say I said, I see this happen a lot, you see. I might say, what's your favorite self-care practice? I'm trying to spark a conversation about self-care practices so we can all, as a community, put those in and spark conversations. If I said this to human, so I said to my friend or somebody that I meet out, what's your favorite self-care practice? And they go, oh, my favorite self-care practice is having a bath in the evening to unwind. I wouldn't just go, great, thumb up, emoji, okay. You wouldn't do that. That's not a conversation. I'd go, wow, yeah, awesome. Well, my thing would be, awesome, I would love to have more baths. However, I'm more of a shower girl. Do you put oils in your bath? Do you put bubble bath in? How do you like candles? How do you really enhance this time? So it's a conversation. We're humans. We want to interact with each other. We don't want to just cut something off. So think of a way that you can spark conversation. You could say, even it could be a yes or no answer. And this is where I want you to hang fire until the end, so I'm going to help you with this. So you could say, let me think of an example. Do you prefer A, yoga, B, Pilates? So that could be the question. Hands up community, which do you prefer? A, yoga, B, Pilates? Okay, simple question. You've made it really easy for somebody to answer. We all love simplicity. Not everybody's got time to put in these big, long paragraphs initially. So they might go A. They might just write the letter A. You don't just go, cool, thumbs up, you like yoga. Spark a conversation. Awesome, you love yoga. Do you have a specific type of yoga that you enjoy? Is it something you do on a regular basis? And you see how you're creating conversations with each other. You're not just putting a wall up. It's a community. So open-ended questions. And there comes a point, obviously, when the questions soften and you're like, hey, lovely, I'm going to bed for the evening. It was lovely to have a chit chat. Let's catch up soon. But try to think, where can you not just close that, especially when it's the first comment. Don't just close it with a, hey, thumbs up, good answer. Spark a conversation. Yeah, because this is where you're creating authentic conversations. If you are struggling what to write and your mind is then getting into, oh my God, what do I write? Just do a little bit of role play. You've asked that question, someone's come back with an answer. What would you authentically respond with? You don't have to agree with everybody, but there's polite ways of saying things like, I don't do baths. I don't like baths. Baths are not my thing. I would love to love baths, but yeah, what do you put in it? Do you like candles? Do you read in the bath? Do you like, or what do you read in the bath? So having a conversation, do a little bit of role play to think about your answers and just let it flow. Like, don't overthink. I'm not a huge overthinker, and I know some of us are, and we all work in very different ways. But try not to step away from your authenticity. Keep it real. How would you write that? How would you speak those words if you were having a conversation with somebody out and about in the community? Okay, so what we got? Are we on a roll? And next one. So mix up the way that you put your content in your community groups. I'm going to call them community groups now because this is a hub of coming together. So you could do videos. You could do empowering quotes. You can do lives like I'm doing right now. You can do polls. You could poll things. Polls are really good. You could do prompts and templates and images and GIFs and coloured posts. Mix it up. And now and again, you could share a blog. Now and again, you can drop your offer, but you're not going to drop my offer, because then that doesn't turn into a community. That turns into your space and not our space. So mix up your content. Let me throw out those ideas again. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite or preferred or most confident form of posting. Do you have something that you generally go to, or what type of content gives you the EBGBs and you sort of like pull away a little bit? I know a lot of people are not too, I don't know if fond is the right word, who don't have too much confidence in going live, and I get that. I was once there myself, believe it or not. So I find live is much easier now. I find live, I show up as me, I am me, can't be anything else, and it flows. So again, having diverse ways of putting your content out there. Pictures, videos, little blogs, just writing, lives, polls, colour posts, GIFs. What else is there? Let me have a look. I'm here in groups. Let me see what you've got. So when you put create posts and you click the 3 dots underneath, yeah, photo, check-in. You could even do a check-in. Hey, I'm here. What are you up to today? GIFs, welcome post, feelings, polls, live videos. So many different ways to mix up your content, and you could do this as a strategy for the months, so you're not just winging it, throwing spaghetti and guessing. You could have on Mondays this, on Tuesdays this, on Wednesdays this. I also help my clients, and in my memberships are going to be some content strategy ways to put things together. So mixing up your content diversity, because also we all learn in different ways and we all relate to things in different ways. Some people are more visual, some people like to read, some people like to listen, some people like to watch a video. So mix it up, try something new. Okay, next one is consistency. So you need to keep going. You need that momentum to flow. And many people give up. Give up when they're not getting the instant results. But how is trust built? How do we build relationships that then would lead to maybe being clients, maybe being members? Through showing up, through being consistent with your message, by being supportive, by speaking like a human and showing that you are interested, and being consistent, because we all buy from things that we trust, and things that we trust are things you see again and again. If you've seen it once, you're probably going to have to do a little bit of research, or you'll probably go, oh, I'm going to wait a while, and then it will come again and again and again and again. So be consistent, and by being consistent doesn't mean you have to burn yourself out. By being consistent doesn't mean that you have to spend 2 hours every day on a piece of content. There are ways that you can put everything together in 30 minutes or an hour at the beginning of the week, and you can have a week's worth of content. This is just going a little bit deeper into it. But showing up for the community. And again, the more that you show up, the more your community will feel that, and feel how much this community means to you. Remember, coming back to point number 1, your intention, your purpose, your reasoning behind this community. I'm just calling it a community now. It's a community. It's where we're gonna, just get deeper and build trust and nurture relationships. And again, it's not about how many people in there. Nurture the ones that are commenting, and try to create new relationships and new conversations with the people that aren't, because there's always people watching on the sidelines, and maybe one day they're going to answer something. But if they see that you're showing up daily, and you're showing up with your passion and your love to grow this community in a way that is for everybody, remember the diverse content. It's not just about you. This is going to all come back to you. So coming on to, we've got number 6 and number 7. So number 6 is authenticity. Stop comparing to other people. Stop comparing to other groups. You find what, like, you really dig into your heart and soul, and as long as you remain true to that and you allow that to shine in your community, this is where the power lies, in being true. What are your values in your business? What are your values in your group? Are they community? I'm sure that community is one of them. Fun, passion, safety. Like what values are you going to put into your group? Is there going to be some humor in there? Is there just going to be like some fun stuff? I'm always up for, a little bit of fun as well. Do you like, let's get down. Not everything has to be so serious. So I bring fun into my community. I put a post out the other day. I bring a little bit of the what most people don't say, because hey, why not? That's what I'm all about. A little bit of, we can say it. We can say whatever the frick we like. I put something in one of my communities the other day and I was like, sorry, not sorry. And people were like, oh, I can't believe you posted that. So yeah, who are you? How would you want to shine in your group? Be authentic. It's really important in building your community. And yeah, this is a thing. By showing up as you and by being authentically you, the good, the bad, the ugly, the highs, the lows, the in, the out, the everything, you're then kind of making it comfortable for the rest of your community to be themselves too. You're holding up a mirror. We're always holding up a mirror. So be yourself. This is your community. And at the end of the day, you want to grow these relationships and nurture these relationships. And hopefully one day, the people in your community are going to be asking and knocking at your inbox, how can they work with you? Because you've shown up as you. So yeah, foster meaningful connections. Number 7, encourage the members of the group to participate. This is their group. You want your group to feel that it is their space. Do you have a day in your group where you say, there's an open group today, post whatever you like, or post your favorite furry friends pictures? Today is about sharing your offers. Today is about sharing your favorite books. Today is about sharing your favorite blogs or sharing what inspired you. How can you evoke and your members to participate, to make it their space? A poll would be a good starting point. You could ask a question. Hey, what would you like to share in the group? Would you like a day to share memes? Would you like to share something fun? Would you like to share your favorite self-care tips? Would you like to share your favorite holistic practices? Would you like to share XYZ, whatever is relatable to your offer? See what they say. And then, you come back and you go, hey, I listened to all your polls. Let's today share this. Because it's their group. It's the community. It's everybody's. And this will boost engagement. So how you're boosting engagement, remember, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. Your group starts here and it goes from heart to heart. It's real, authentic conversations, human to human. Be diverse with the way that you put it out, so you're speaking to everybody. Have open-ended conversations, and people are gonna come back for more. By being yourself, you are making it comfortable for others to be their self too. If people, let's talk about the things that people don't talk about. If people leave your group, that's okay. This is life. You want to nurture the relationships of the people in your group, in your community. Don't spend your time thinking about whoever left the group and why they left the group. Just wasn't their jam anymore. That's fine. You've got a beautiful community to nurture, whether you've got 10 people in there, 100 people in there, 1,000 people in there, 10,000 people in there. Speak to the ones that are interested. And then other people will join. It's a tribe. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's how we spark conversations. So let me know which one of these 7 points landed the most with you. Which one gave you some huge light bulb moments? Let me tell you them again. Number 1, define your group's purpose. What's the intention of your group? Really dig into this. This is going to give you content ideas. Number 2, quality over quantity. Size really does not matter. Number 3, spark meaningful, open-ended, human-to-human conversations. Do a little bit of role play if you're struggling what to write, and then just write it. Number 4, mixing your content. Be diverse with the content that you put out there. Number 5, consistency builds trust, builds relationships. Relationships, trust, lead to clients. Next one, number 6, authenticity. Like, why would you be anything but yourself? Be authentic. What are your values? What are your values? Bring them to the plate as you show up in your community. And number 7, encourage that this is a community. It's a space for everybody to participate. How can you get your members to participate more? So how was that for you? I just launched this week 111 engagement templates. I've done them for you. They're in Canva. You can rebrand them and make them your own. They're very simple to spark conversations. I've had some great feedback already from people who have started to implement these in their groups. And these are like the starting point to start to grow those conversations and engagement. So if you want to get your hands on, it's called the Heart-Led Makeover, Heart-Led Group Makeover. If you want to get your hands on the 111 templates, there's also a training video in there, how you can make it your own and rebrand it your own, and then start to share these in your group as one part of, you remember the diverse ways of engaging? This is one part, and then you put your twist in things as well. Then let me know. Well, I'll put a link below. Jump in, let's get going. Share your groups below if you want me to come and join and have a little look around and give you some more. I could just have a little look around and give you my point of view. So yeah, let me know. Real conversation, not. I don't know what you mean by that, Olga. Let me know. In which membership? Sorry. In Magnetize Your Message is my membership, and I actually just recently merged 2 memberships into one. So it's called Magnetize Your Message, and it has a huge dollop of self-love and self-care as well, because I firmly believe that putting yourself first, filling your own cup first, is the main importance in being successful. So we can show up in a way that we're full, we're healthy, we're not going to be overwhelmed, we're not going to procrastinate, we're not going to allow all those fears because we've stepped into an abundant mindset. So yeah, you get both of my memberships when you tap into one. I'll put a link below as well. Any questions? I still don't know what you mean. Real conversation, not. I don't know what you mean. But anyway, drop me a message and I'm going to put the link to the Heart-Led Makeover. Why does Facebook ask people to send a join request when you're already watching a live broadcast? Why does Facebook ask people to send? I don't know, because you're in this group, aren't you, Mary? So I don't understand why. It could be for people who aren't in this group, because this is a private group. It's a visible group, but it's a private group. All of my Facebook groups are private, because I only want the people in the group that want to be in the group, you see. It's not like my profile where every Tom, Dick and Harry can scan and see what they want, like pages as well. That's why it's more of a compact community. So is this when you're sharing it? Maybe that's for other people to see. Yeah, let me know. Any other questions about Facebook groups? And some of these things that I shared as well really do work as well for your profile. I highly use my profile as my main port of call for sharing everything that I share, and my engagement has been in the green and growing rapidly for the last couple of months, and I mean like up by 300% with everything, with shares, with likes, with comments, with I like the part about having a real conversation and not just yeah, thank you. I get you, Olga. Thank you. Yeah, totally. Because yeah, I've done this as well, and I know because I've done these things as well. When you ask you a question and you just think, I'll get back to that later, let's just put emoji in there. But honestly, if we really want to make connections with people, it's putting in a little bit of time and a little bit of effort. I had a little bit of a rant yesterday about just like a little hello, a little please and a thank you, or a little kiss, or just something to be human. We've really got, many people have got into this like digital way of talking. Tell me please, like a robot. We're humans. We have emotions. Let that out. Even, and I'm not saying, this is another important one, and we're kind of going on to a different subject a little bit here, but even when you are running an online business, also have boundaries. You can say, hey, I've finished for the day. I do this with all my clients and they love it. They're like, oh, do you know what? I loved that you just said you wouldn't reply right now, because that's instilled in me that I should have some more boundaries. Come 6 p.m, sometimes 5 p.m, sometimes 4 p.m, I will say, oh, I'll get back to you tomorrow because I've closed my laptop for the day. Or I'll get back to you tomorrow because I've logged off for the day. But yeah, to have boundaries as well. Even in your comments, you could say, oh, lovely conversation. It was lovely chatting with you. I'm logging off for the day. Let's catch up soon. And that's a polite way of just closing that conversation. So Mary, like I would come to it. Mary, that makes sense. Maybe for others, yes. I just sent a join request to you as an experiment. It doesn't seem to have made any difference. I see it in other browsers, but I never clicked on it before. I've not come across this one, Mary, so if you could take a screenshot or something, then I can maybe look into it. But that's a new one for me. Are you coaching only about Facebook or also Instagram? Very good question. So I do post on Instagram, however, it's not my huge thing. I follow the same sort of system. It's not quite as engaging as a Facebook community because Instagram is open. So we don't have the option. We do have the option for polls and all of those things in stories, and I do stories and I do Instagram posts. But for me and my business, Facebook has been my thing. Facebook is where I've discovered that most of my audience are hanging out, although I do Instagram as well. And I really, when it comes to coaching, I really coach about abundance, how to get up here and like what's stopping us. So like this live, I really wanted to give you a boost about let's not step into the lack mentality of the algorithm, people are not engaged. Let's just not step into that one. This is your group. Take ownership of it. Grow your group. And how are you going to grow your group? By being freaking you and having conversations. It goes from my heart to your heart. And it's pretty simple. In Magnetize, it's mainly about magnetizing your message. So it's about Facebook. I do templates in there. So every week you get a brand new template. And there's like anxiety templates, there's inner work templates, there's manifestation templates. And these are like journals and workbooks that you can rebrand and use these. Your audience would love that if you drop a little gift in. And also about how to write content, how to put your copy and your content together that people love and that makes these human connections, how to build your social media. So yeah, everything is in there. There's going to be a Canva training in there. There's mindset in there. There's yoga and meditations in there as well. So I'll send you, actually let me drop the links while you're on. I got them ready, did a little bit of organising. So, heart, led, see I've done it all in capitals there. The heart, led, makeover. See, that's how I type. Oh, can I just share another little thing for you? This is really nice, and I occasionally do this more in my private groups, but I am going to be bringing it into here even more. Did you know if somebody writes a comment under your post, you could then do a little video back? So you put reply, you click your little camera, and you can do up to a 1-minute video. How much more personable would that be to reply to a comment? So if somebody had asked a question, you could just say, hey, great question. Yeah, okay, I just thought I'd do you a little friendly video. Hey, so how about trying that one? Let me put magnetize. Has anybody done that one before? Little video responses. And they're much easier, especially if you haven't got time. Typing's not my best thing, and there's always a way around everything. I have a masterclass coming up as well. Didn't drop that one in today. It's on the 18th of June. If you're all in my email list, I'll be sending some emails out, and I'm going to be building up towards that in the next couple of weeks. And it's called Unleash Your Inner Badass in Business, and it's really just juiciness stuff about really stepping in to your inner badass and rocking business and having fun with this and being your own superhero and all of that stuff. So any more questions, anybody's watching on replay, I will get back to you later, because right now I'm going to head out for some lunch and take the dog for a walk, but I will pop on and see if there's anybody that wants to reply later. And I'm going to do some polls in this group asking what other trainings and areas you would like me to delve into a little bit deeper. So ciao for now, everybody. Ciao, ciao.